You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. Roland Martin Unfiltered. All right, y'all, today, Senator Elizabeth Warren announced her endorsement for Vice President Joe Biden, the latest to come out in support of him. Here's what she had to say.
He grew up on the ragged edge of the middle class in Scranton. He committed to public service early in life and never stopped serving. And he's faced unspeakable tragedy with fortitude and grace. And these experiences animate the empathy he extends to Americans who are struggling, no matter what their story. Empathy matters. And in this moment of crisis, it is more important than ever that the next president restores Americans' faith in good, effective government. Joe Biden has spent nearly his entire life in public service. He knows that a government run with integrity, competence, and heart will save lives and save livelihoods. And we can't afford to let Donald Trump continue to endanger the lives and livelihoods of every American. And that's why I'm proud to endorse Joe Biden as President of the United States. I've seen the Vice President help a community heal. 1 year to the day after the Boston Marathon bombings that tore up bodies and tore our sense of safety and community, he was here. People who'd been hurt, people who were afraid. He gave them peace and he gave them grace. I watched it up close.
We are Boston. We are America. We respond. We endure. We overcome. And we own the finish line.
But when Donald Trump is gone, we will need to do more than heal a nation that has been bitterly divided. We will need to rebuild and transform our country. And I've seen Joe Biden help a nation rebuild. In 2009, President Obama put him in charge of leading the implementation of the historic Recovery Act to save our economy and help working families. During the recovery, and later when I worked in the White House setting up the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, I saw him up close, doing the work, getting in the weeds, never forgetting who we were all there to serve. Among all the other candidates I competed with in the Democratic primary, there's no one I've agreed with 100% of the time over the years. But one thing I appreciate about Joe Biden is he will always tell you where he stands. When you disagree, he'll listen. And not just listen, but really hear you and treat you with respect, no matter where you're coming from. And he's shown throughout this campaign that when you come up with new facts or a good argument, he's not too afraid or too proud to be persuaded. Joe Biden was there at the very moment I became a senator. He swore me in, and when he did, he said, "You gave me hell, and you're going to do a great job." Because that's the thing about Joe. He wants you in the fight with him. And when you're in the fight with Joe at your side, you know you have a partner who's committed to getting something good done for this country. Joe Biden is a selfless public servant. He is committed to the fight for social, racial, and economic justice. Joe Biden will lead a government that works for the American people. And now it's up to all of us to help make Joe Biden the next president of the United States. Let's get to work. Go to joebiden.com right now and chip in your $5, make some phone calls, send some texts. We are all in this together now.
So one of the things I want to talk about with our panel right now is like all this drama that's going on with the Bernie people and his supporters. Now they trashing Bernie, saying he sold out and AOC sold out, and you got Breonna Graves. She's like, I respect Bernie, but I ain't endorsing Joe Biden. Bernie Sanders is saying, I'm sorry, if y'all ain't in line for supporting Joe Biden, you basically supporting Donald Trump. I mean, Scott, you've been in politics. Have you ever seen a brattier group of people?
Well, it's a young movement, if you will. And they've been bratty for in 2016, and they're bratty again. But here's a question for you and your listening audience, and hopefully some of the Bernie bros and his former press agent or press secretary who's been on this show. Who's the enemy? Who is the enemy? Who is your political enemy? Is it Joe Biden? Is it Bernie Sanders? Or is it Donald Trump? Because whatever your answer is, you're going to get around or directly to Donald Trump. So if you want to pout and hate and be unhappy with Bernie Sanders' decision, he did not win and was not going to win, then pout in private, but don't give the Republicans talking points because you're bratty and you want to pout. Because in the end, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, just like if you didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, you get Donald Trump. And if you and Sean King and others want to be bratty and don't want to support Joe Biden, then go support Donald Trump. You're not going to do that. But by not voting, you're supporting Donald Trump. So change your attitude. We're all in this together. Let's go to work.
Fam, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications.